Okay, I want to preface this review by saying if you have not watched this episode of Game of Thrones, shut this off and go watch it. If you are coming to this review looking for advice on whether you should watch Game of Thrones, obviously I'm going to say watch it. And what the fuck are you doing on a season 5 review? I mean season 6 review. Like, why are you here? So I'm gonna turn off my no, I'll leave my phone over here for this review because this might be a while. Oh my god, this episode. Let's just say I haven't. If you watch RWBY, you'll understand this. I haven't felt this way since I watched the RWBY Volume 3 finale. So, just to give you context there, that finale changed the entire dynamic of the show as we knew it. This finale, I wouldn't say changed the entire dynamic of. I mean, this wasn't even a finale. This was a mid-season finale. So, we still have 5 more episodes of this season to go. So, just on that premise alone, if this was not a finale, the fact that that is the case is just insane, because this is a finale level episode. This is like so much change now that we understand so much more, and really everything's becoming much more apparent. And I mean, obviously, if you watch the episode, you know what the main bulk of this review is going to be, so I'm going to breeze through all the bullcrap that we have to get through. And it's not bullcrap, obviously. But, like, I just want to breeze through the other stuff so I can get to the main points. So, we get more Arya training. She's given a second chance for an actual mission. She can't use a face, though. She has to use her own wit and intelligence. And she watched a play, like, reenacting the things she's gone through. And it was very sad, kind of, to her, like, see just how she's completely left that behind now, and she's no one now. So, yeah, that's a really pretty sad state of affairs there. It was kind of upsetting, but not everything's pretty much overshadowed by the other stuff. So, not really much more to talk about there. This is sort of maybe a test for her, and I'm thinking maybe what's his name? How am I forgetting his name? Oh my god. Faceless Man Guy. That's his name now. I don't know why I'm forgetting his name. Oh, Jaqen H'ghar. Is maybe using this because he knows what the play was about and is testing her to see if she's still loyal to her old identity or she's ready to become a faceless person. And maybe that's what I'm thinking. Maybe he was using this specific message to sort of test her because they knew what the play was going to be about. So then we have the Sansa and Jon plot, and it's clear that they were reunited with Littlefinger, who she's fucking pissed at. I knew she would be this pissed when pretty much her situation here is that she's pretty much taking charge of this whole rebellion against the Boltons. So she pretty much is going to go with Jon, go around the to rally some northern houses, and she wants to rally the Tullys from the Riverlands because that's her uncle there, and so we're gonna see how that turns out, I guess, sometime soon. Yeah, that's pretty much all that happened on that side. She's leaving Brienne behind, which was a pretty interesting move from her. I don't know why she's doing that. I guess she feels protected with Jon. She feels that really better there. But I feel like there's some ulterior motives, and she's not. I don't think she's telling she's telling everything that she knows to Jon and the others. Like, I feel like she's keeping some secrets that we don't even, as the audience, know about yet. But I guess we'll find out. So going back to Daenerys' plot, she decides she forgives Jorah, but when she finds out about his gray sail, she says, if you want to follow my orders, this is my order. Go find a cure, search the entire world to find a cure, then come back to me, because I want you on my side when I take Westeros. And that was a beautiful scene. I think he was very touched by it, definitely. So that's his mission. And I don't know if this will be the case, but I'm really hoping that this is our way of seeing Ashai on the show, because it doesn't seem like Daenerys is going to go to Ashai at all. So I'm thinking maybe Jorah will eventually find himself in Ashai trying to find a cure, and then we'll learn much more about the Red God and the Great Other shit from there, which would be very interesting, and I'm hoping that's the way it goes. But we really don't know yet. So that's my little sort of speculation hope. But honestly, I don't think they're going to the Far East in the show. Maybe in the books. I don't know about the show. It would be really cool if they did. But honestly, I'm not hoping we're gonna. I'm not hoping too much. I mean, I'm not expecting too much. I don't think we're gonna see places like Ashai, ET, the Shadowlands, or anywhere like that on the show, which is kind of sad. But then we all have all the expanded material, all the information we have on it is just the mortals that we do have is sort of satisfying in a way. So I'm very happy about that. But back in Marine, we have Tyrion. So the people there, the majority of Marine people living in Marine are worshippers of the Red God, like Melisandre. So Melisandre is a Red Priestess. So they want to sort of spread the message that Daenerys is ending slavery and save them. So they want to use a Red Priestess who the people would trust because they're all worshippers of the Red God. So, the way the scene turns out, it seems like the person that kidnapped Varys and cut off his dick and turn him into the way he is was a worshipper of the Red God. And it seems like that's what they're hinting. And she said she knows what he said, what the fire said, and I assume it's some sort of prayer or some message from R'hllor, the Red God. And that would be a very interesting twist of fate, and it really shows how Varys and Tyrion are connected to the whole War for the Dawn plot, and that's going to be very interesting to see. But the thing that bugs me about this it seems like a very big parallel what's going on we got introduced to a new character, obviously another Red Priestess, and she was wearing the same necklace as Melisandre, so it's definitely that kind of character. And it seems like we're having a parallel of what happened with Stannis in Westeros. It's we didn't see her, but apparently she was in the. I think how her background goes is that she was in the East when she saw visions of Stannis in Westeros as Azor Ahai. So she came to Westeros to court Stannis and hopefully gain his favor to be on her side. So it feels like almost the same thing. It's a very big parallel here, and that's a little worrisome because does that mean Daenerys is also a false king and is going to die at the end? That would be interesting. I'm hoping Daenerys lives to the end. She seems like a very live to the end character, but we really never know with this show. But that's very interesting. It sends this stark parallel there that's very noticeable and makes me nervous, to be honest. But okay, so if I'm missing something, please let me know. But that pretty much wraps up our other plots for this episode, and almost 10 minutes in, we are going to get to the real meat of this episode. We finally learn pretty much why the White Walkers are doing what they do, and this is very interesting timing for this because there's been a very popular theory going around in recent weeks, and pretty much the gist of this theory was that the Children of the Forest, when the first was it the Andals invaded first? When the first humans invaded, came to Westeros. Because if you don't know, this is how it was set up. It was originally set up where all the humans lived in the east, and Westeros was the land of the Children of the Forest. And so it was completely populated by the Children of the Forest. And then when the humans came over, they started killing them like the Europeans did with Native Americans and colonization, similar to that. So the Children of the Forest the theory goes that the Children of the Forest were in desperate need. So they created the White Walkers to help them defeat the humans. But then the White Walkers became sort of sentient and started to not only kill humans but kill Children of the Forest as well. They wanted to turn the entire of the Westeros continent into a land of always winter, because that's was in their nature. I don't know of that, and it also may obviously have something to do with the crazy Emperor Niti and the Black Rock from the Sky. But that's all deep lore shit that if you watch the show, you will have no way of knowing that exists. So forget about that stuff. Far in the East mythology stuff. So, but yeah, so then, so the Children of the Forest eventually decided they have to put their differences aside with the humans and team up to defeat the White Walkers and then eventually build the wall. So that's how the lore goes, but it was proven true in this episode. We saw a Weirwood flashback with Bran in which the Children of the Forest created what is believed to be the first White Walker. We don't know, but it was insane. Like, oh my god, when I was originally watching it, what I thought it was that the Children of the Forest found someone that was a White Walker disguising as a human and were killing him to test to see if he was actually a White Walker. But when it woke up, it was revealed that that wasn't the case. And they were desperate, so they did that, and it means that that theory is mostly correct. We obviously don't know how the White Walkers turned evil. We obviously don't know what caused that. I assume it's either that, or, just thinking about this right off now, maybe the White Walkers were not connected to the Great Other, and then the Great Other sort of came in and to influence them and said to join him, and that he took the control of the White Walkers. And so that. So Bran does what he's not supposed to and does a Weirwood flashback while the Bloodraven is asleep. So he during this Weirwood flashback, which I don't know if is a flashback or more of a teleportation, really, he is noticed by the leader, the Night's King, the leader of the White Walkers, and it is marked. And when according to the lore of this episode, I don't know if this is lore in the actual mythology or was created for this episode, when someone is marked, no magical barriers created by the opposing forces, which is Children of the Forest, obviously, or Azor Ahai or someone like that, will even work against it, because if a mark automatically lets the White Walkers go in. So the White Walkers come to invade. This is moving very quickly. White Walkers, this is all on this episode. White Walkers come to invade the tree fortress of the Three-Eyed Raven, and so I'm trying to think of the most simplistic way to reconvey this, because you obviously have all seen the episode. So Bran has not yet woken up. I don't know if he's trapped, can't wake up, or something's preventing him from waking up, or maybe he just doesn't want to wake up. I don't know, because he was proven that he hears the voices of the people that are waking him. So he sort of they're trying to escape. They're being attacked. I don't know if this. I'm guessing there's some other. Or they say they're the last Children of the Forest that were in this tree, but I don't know if somewhere else in Westeros or in Essos, or somewhere in the world, there's another colony of Children of the Forest. But if there is, that's great. But it seems like maybe the Children of the Forest were last wiped out by the White Walkers while they were invading the tree, and that would be fucked. Because now the Children of the Forest were the last people that really knew how to defeat the White Walkers. And so pretty much what the Bloodraven was saying is like, this is it. You have to, it's going a lot faster, but you have to become the next Bloodraven. And you have to pretty much take my position this quickly. We didn't get to finish your training. It's kind of like an Empire Strikes Back, episode 5 of Star Wars, where Yoda was training Luke, but then shit happened in Cloud City, so Luke had to leave and take on like his role before Yoda could finish training him. It was similar to that. The Bloodraven didn't have time to finish training Bran, but Bran had to go and take on the mantle before it was too late. So obviously the Bloodraven sacrificed himself as the Night's King probably got one of his biggest goals accomplished by killing the Blood Raven, and before we knew much about him. But obviously, I feel like we're gonna learn a lot more about him as Bran becomes the next Blood Raven, which he already pretty much is. So I don't know where they're gonna take Bran, but all they do is they have to get him out of there, right? So they're telling Bran, warg into Hodor, so he can help fight. And Bran, because he's still in the Weirwood flashback, accidentally wargs into flashback Hodor, which caused his brain to completely fuck up. And we see that Hodor, while was in real, I'm gonna go from real time to back time, was he was so Bran accidentally warped into flashback Hodor and modern Hodor, which means that his consciousness was split into two different entities, which fucked with Hodor's brain completely. So while Hodor was trying to defend and help guard the wall or the door to the three Blood Ravens fortress, so that the White Walkers could not get out and get Bran and kill him before it's too late. So Hodor was trying to defend it, and because they were like all the shouting of Hodor, that's eventually turned into Hodor, and that's how Hodor's brain got completely destroyed and became that since because he was holding the door in modern time to prevent the White Walkers from getting Bran. And it all connects back in one big circle. So now we know the ultimate goal of the White Walkers. We know how Hodor became Hodor. We know that Bran is definitely the reason that the Blood Raven wanted Bran is to become the next Blood Raven. We know that Bran plays a very important role in the event, the War of the Dawn to come. And we know that, and I can't say if this confirms that Bran may be Azor Ahai. I do still think there's a very high chance that Jon Snow is Azor Ahai. However, Melisandre's visions have been proven to be incorrect in the past with Stannis, obviously. So what if she sees someone with she sees Jon because he's the nearest person to her with Stark blood, and she's seeing Jon instead of Bran? That would be amazing. But we don't know. We do know that no matter what he is, Bran is probably one of, if not the most important figure, other than if he's not Azor Ahai, in the war to come with the White Walkers. And if there's no Children of the Forest left, the humans are going to need Daenerys to come fast because they don't have enough dragon glass to beat an entire army of White Walkers. But with Daenerys' dragons, they can use dragon fire to destroy. So pretty much how I'm expecting the final arc to go down is Daenerys is either going to come to Westeros because she heard about this, or going to be on her way to Westeros as the White Walkers destroy the wall and start to turn all Westeros into a land of always winter. And so I think what's going to happen is Jon Snow and Daenerys and Bran probably are going to, and possibly anyone else that is within that thing, are going to team up to. I think it's going to be, because there's always been symbolism of Bran flying, so I think maybe Daenerys will have one dragon, Jon will have another, and Bran will have the third, and they will use these dragons to destroy the White Walkers once and for all. And that's how I think Game of Thrones is going to end. And they haven't confirmed that the next season is going to be the last season, but it seems like everything's going very fast to the point where it might possibly be. If this was the mid-season finale, I'm thinking that maybe, this is tentative, maybe they will go as far as this season's finale or the episode 9 big that what the fuck moment that the Night's King and the White Walkers, now that maybe the last child of the forest is dead, who maybe, while Jon's gone in the south, break through and destroy the wall, leading to the cliffhanger being that the White Walkers have officially made it into mainland Westeros and are ready to start, and winter has finally come. So that if that is speculated from this episode, you could imagine how much this episode impacted the entire Game of Thrones community just from this. And this is obviously the show. This is obviously the TV show. We do not know at all about the books. The books can be completely different. Who knows? But either way, whether the books do a completely different thing or the exact same thing, I still appreciate how much redemptive the show is becoming for what was a great but not as good as the last season's early part of this season. And it seems like from now, it seems like everything's just going to pick up from here. And everything's really moving so fast. Like, this stuff could have been divided. This content of this episode, in terms of brand storyline, could have been divided throughout the entire season. This could have been the season finale and the last scene of the season, but it was the mid-season finale. So, episode 9 always has a big bang. In season 3, episode 9 was the Red Wedding. Season 4, what was it in season 4? Oh, season 4 was the Wildling invasion, and season 5 it was the what was it? Oh, it was the Daenerys escaping on the dragon, becoming a dragon rider. So, and there's always a big moment. They started doing big moments in finale too, like Jon Snow getting killed at the end of last season. So either an episode 9 or an episode 10 thing might be the wall getting destroyed, and that would be insane. And look at that, I'm already at 21 minutes, and I think I've pretty much wrapped up what I have to say about this episode. I may even do a separate video this week. I don't know. Don't count me on this, but I may even do a separate episode video this week, maybe like what this episode means for Game of Thrones. Maybe an article on my blog. I don't know yet. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. Who knows? But this episode was insane. So that's gonna wrap up my review of this episode. So thanks guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And I mean, this week's gonna be crazy in the Game of Thrones community. Like, it's gonna be insane. So I'm looking forward to that. Hope you guys are. So thanks guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.